When you first heard Friday night President Alabama saying "sons of bitches," talking about those people, our anthem, what did you first think?
Well, first of all, for the community, the worst thing you could do is talk about somebody's mother. And he said those son of bitches. So he's talking directly about their mothers. So that's a no-no. That's from the get-go. I mean, you talk about somebody's mother.
That's one of the things I talked to Michael Bennett of the Seahawks. That's what he said. That was the first thing he said.
You talk about somebody's mother. I don't know about the rest of the world, but in Brooklyn, New York, you talk about somebody's mother. There's gonna be some hands flying.
The underlying issues behind the social justice activism, which is supposedly the police brutality, the shooting of young, quote-unquote, unarmed black men, Colin Kaepernick has never taken the time, neither has all of these black football players, have never taken the time to discuss what the root cause of these young black men being shot in the streets are. And what it is just the fact that there are no black fathers in most of these homes to tell these young black kids. If you remember back in the day when we were growing up,
yes,
in the summertime, when did we have to be home? When the street lights came on.
Right.
On the weeknight.
Or whenever my dad said, that was the other in our house.
Well, there was
whenever my dad said, you got to be home by this time, that was the time.
There's always those overruling factors, okay?
That's right. But you're right. You're right.
We weren't allowed to go out. And on Friday and Saturday nights, we had to be home by 11. But there was none of this staying out all times of all times of the night where our parents told us nothing good happens. And you know something? It could be argued that a lot of these young black kids who were being shot by other black kids or having run-ins with the police, they'd still be alive if they were home where they were supposed to be. And if there was a father in the home to tell these kids, get your butt home. Because I've always said, the only thing between my sons and you is me.
That's right.
And you have a media that glorifies our players. They have these little profiles before the games start, and they'll show these profiles of these players. This running back who ran for 150 yards last week, and they'll show him in his college days, and then they'll show his mother and grandmother who raised them. Where's the father?
Right.
Half of these players have different last names than their mothers, and in some cases, their siblings. This is what the NFL those black players are not talking about, because you know something, that hits too close to home. So let's just blame it on the police. Blame it on the police. Black kids being out on the street because they don't know any better. We black people are the only group in this country that is denied the humanity of knowing right from wrong. And you can thank the liberal left for that. You can thank everyone who just excuses all of this behavior and blames it on the police instead of the fathers being there to tell your kids not to be out in the street in the first place. Right. And I'll tell you what, that's the reason why I am living to the point where I'm going to be almost 60 years old, because I've never had a bad run-in with the police. I've never mouthed off to the police. My kids are in their late 20s, and they've never had run-ins with the police because I made sure I knew where they were, and I had them home at a decent time of night when they were growing up. And that's what the father's job is. But these NFL players will not talk about what the root problem is because it's too embarrassing.